Please stand for the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening. Today is June 5th, 2025. This is the Environmental Conservation Board. We have an agenda that we're going to follow. The first item is New York City DEP, Kirk Lake Dam. Could you please state your name and what you're here to...
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jared Horn. I work for New York City DEP, and I'm looking to get approval for Kirk Lake Dam repair. I saw the board early March, and there was some additional information and items they requested. So that has what's been provided: updated project plans with the 100-foot wetland buffer, stamped and signed plans, and then a narrative of the sequence of work along with mitigation techniques, particularly for refueling process, concrete washout bins. So,
Just a quick question. Are you going to, for the dowels, are you putting a non-shrink grout? Okay.
yep, and we'll have HEPA vacs on site to collect the dust.
Yeah, I remember this, the foot of the thing is starting to erode or something.
We have some seepage on the left side. We're going to put a cutoff wall in and then add some concrete to the spillway for
Correct.
stability purposes.
And there's not going to be any loss of property, right? Or wetlands, there's no mitigation required?
No, there's no loss of wetlands.
Okay. Got the outpack, the Hilti outpack, which is good. And the Hilti gun, the HEPA vac. Okay, detailed scope of work. Just saying. Okay. I don't have any, you've accommodated all of our plans. Just let me look at this real fast. You're adding 16 inches to the bottom of the spillway, correct?
Correct.
All right, so we also provided any mitigation you may be able to think about. There is none. Drawing stamped. We can't accept, we need spill prevention plan, spill kit, concrete washout, sequence of operations, MSDS for bonding agent, a fueling plan, an overnight parking plan. Heavy machinery is to be parked outside the buffer if when the buffer has to be on 6 mil poly. You're okay with all that, right?
Correct, yes.
Okay, and this is a wetland permit or permit. Okay. All right, does anybody have any questions on the board?
No.
Nope.
No.
No? Do I have a motion to accept the application from the New York City DEP for 34 Hill Street, Mahopac, New York, to make repairs to the dam at the dam on Kirk Lake? Do I have a motion to accept the application?
I make a motion to accept.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, you're on the clock.
Thank you.
So you'll, 2 meetings, you can come, check in with Rose, you come in 2 meetings, and then we can grant you if we had no comments, then we grant you a permit, then you can go ahead and do your work.
Okay, all right.
Right.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
That was page 2.
Yeah.
Can I have that back?
Oh.
Okay, that's okay. Okay, next item is Saxena, Monica, and Con Salmon, 124 Westlake Boulevard. Please state your name and who you're here to represent.
Hi, my name is Eric Rogie with Hudson Land Design, representing Monica and Solomon, the applicants and owners.
Okay? And what are your plans to do?
So we believe we've answered all of your previous comments, and we've submitted the plans and the SWIP to the town engineer, and he had no further comments. So we're looking to
Okay.
Had the,
so this is-
application
You were here
complete.
before us back in
would have been a month ago.
May,
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Okay, well, we went through this pretty detailed. Let's see if there's a summary. Oh, this was Nick who took care of this. Okay. Details on pool construction is, if it is going to be precast, just make sure it's written out on how you'll be installing with the crane and so forth. So what are you doing with the pool?
It's cast in place, correct? How is the pool? The pool's gonna be built
The
cast in place.
pool's gonna be
concrete.
cast in place,
Yes.
and that's shown on the plans?
Yeah.
Okay, let's, just walk me through the questions and we'll go from there.
Okay.
Details on the pillar, how are you going to install it, the size of that, the load calcs, and the exact location of the pillars on the map?
That's no longer proposed. We removed that on the last, that was 2 submissions ago where it was a cantilevered pool.
Oh, it's June, this is June, this is a year ago, sorry, hold on. My bad. Do you, nothing from the OGS or Army Corps of Engineers?
The OGS, I sent the correspondence from OGS. They require a license, so we're in the process of that. We've sent out all the notifications to the adjoining property owners as well
I see,
as the
right.
town. The Army Corps has no interest in this since we're not touching the water. There was no other involvement with anybody else since we're not touching the water. We're
Got
not
it.
filling any navigable waters.
It's right here, yes. When you did the calculations for the, you have more than 5,000 square feet of disturbance, how did you address that? It was 8 to 9, I believe.
I added a second underground stormwater system. We had the stormwater system split on the
Right.
east and the west side, so we added one on the east side as well, similar design.
Just to
We-
pick it up, and did you
Yeah.
submit that to
Yes,
Rich?
Yeah,
He
that
got
was-
approval?
that was-
But that's just, we still just gotta accept
yes.
the application. I'm just gonna drew the list, it's just easier to do that.
Okay.
You took into account the roof for the boathouse as part of your your mitigation?
Yes, yeah, that's part of the watershed that goes to each of the systems.
Clean fill, we would just need to have copies of clean fill certificates.
Yeah, I put a note on the plan saying we will provide them. We're not anticipating needing any fill for this project.
Okay. The staging and fueling is also gonna be going through outside the wetland buffer, correct?
Yeah, that's up by the road, which is outside the buffer. We also added in some notes about the 6 mil poly
6 mil
storing
poly,
equipment
right.
on it overnight, outside of the buffer.
Are you picking up the roof leaders from the house that go to the Caltech as well, or is everything gonna just run out?
Yes.
Okay? And we're not using hay bales, we're just using a double row of silt fence.
We have the double row of silt fence, and I removed the hay bales, and I replaced them with fiber rolls, silt socks.
And you're gonna use the tubes instead of in the water, the tubes, the pigs, whatever?
Yeah, we'll have the curtain in the water, the.
Turbidity curtain, or?
Yes, a turbidity curtain in the water. We'll have the filter rolls on the patio, and then above that is a double row of silt fence. So we have 3 layers of protection.
Okay. Okay. There's no other work that's going on besides the pool and stuff that's, right? Because remember we talked about,
It hasn't changed since the last time we were
deck.
here.
What are we doing with the deck?
All the decks and the patios in the rear of the property are being replaced. We're expanding the patio along the lakefront. It's bluestone and mortar. It's not decking. And then the roof of the boathouse is being removed and replaced with a flat deck. So that was all in our previous submission, and we verified that's
I know
allowed.
It's been, lucky I remember what I had for breakfast there, you know, just. You're not doing a rain garden? You're just doing the 2 Caltex?
Yeah, we looked at doing the rain garden. It didn't make sense with the space we had available
Okay.
between the walls.
OGS is taken care of. Army Corps, no big deal. Okay. All right, so, just, let me read this real fast. And then. Can you show me SP1, the drawings, the notes for the 6 mil poly?
A whole section called wetland protection notes where I've put all of
Perfect.
the relevant notes.
And you're gonna have the wetland inspector inspect pre and post installation?
If that's a core requirement, yes.
That's gonna be part of the requirements. And then clean fill requirements per this letter you'll submit prior to. Okay, this takes care of this. And then this was submitted to Rich.
Yes.
Anybody have any questions? We
I
good?
think so.
Yeah.
Where is the concrete washout?
If you look at sheet 5, it's up at the top right corner of the property, right against the road. The construction staging
Got
area
it,
and the washout
got it.
are up there.
Soil stockpile, right, stockpile, entry gate. One store, storage. And you're not coming out further than 25 feet off the bulkhead, correct? Right?
It's 19 feet off the property, and the bulkhead is not even that far. So
What about the stone masonry patio? What's the distance of that?
it's about the same. That's all existing.
Well, my question is, the stone masonry wall in the lower right-hand corner, you have a stone masonry wall right near the turbidity curtain. You have double row, if you look at the right-hand side on sheet 5, you have a temporary silt fronts, double row. Then, I don't know, then you see a stone masonry wall in the lower, I'll come over. I just don't understand this.
Some of these are freestanding walls that are really short.
Right, well, what is going on here?
Oh, that's wood. This is all wood.
Okay, well, what's the distance from the bulkhead to here? From here to here. All right, this can't extend more than 25 feet.
I think that the bulkhead actually does.
That's existing now.
This is all filled in. This is, so I don't, this would be considered the bulkhead.
That was a man-made bulkhead.
Yeah.
This is the original bulkhead.
Yeah,
You don't get credit for this as a
Okay.
bulkhead. So this is the bulkhead. Year out is 25
That's
feet.
been there for about 50 years. But you're right, yeah, of course. But that is within the 25.
I just think someone to verify.
Okay.
Because I don't have a scale. But I could always cheat on that. I could always make one. I'll do that. Yeah, you're a little over 20. You're about 20 and change. Make sure, please do not go past the 25 feet. Okay?
Yes.
All right, anybody else have any other questions?
Nope.
Okay, so then do I have a motion to accept the application for Saxena, Monica, and Con Solomon for 124 Westlake Boulevard, renovation of the existing dwelling and replacement of various decks, patios, and walkways. Do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, you're on the clock.
Okay.
Just make sure you get Rich's approval on the SWIP.
Yeah, he already did. He said he had no comments.
Okay, and then we'll come back we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Okay, you'll let us know when to come back? Or Rose will?
Let's see, you'll have to come back probably the second meeting in July, because the first meeting in July is the 4th of July week. I don't think we're having a meeting on July 3rd because of the thing, so you'll have to come back, probably the second meeting in July.
Okay.
Just
Now-
give Rose a call. Give Rose a call in 2 weeks. There's another meeting. This is the 5th, so then we have the 12th. The 19th, I think, is the next one. And then we missed the 4th of July, and then it's the week after the 4th of July. The 2 weeks after the 4th of July.
Okay.
1st and 3rd.
First and third. All right, good. I'll be gone the first week myself, so. I'll
Okay.
Be able to come. All right.
All right, very good.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Okay.
Have a good night.
Have a great night.
Good night.
Okay, we have some meeting minutes. Do I have a motion to accept the meeting minutes for May 1st, 2025?
I'll make that motion.
Second,
I'll second it.
all in favor?
Aye.
Do I have a motion to accept the meeting minutes for May 15th, 2025?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have
I'll
a second?
second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Moved. Okay, do I have a motion to close the meeting?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have
I'll
a second?
second it.
Second by Steve, all in favor?
Aye.
Have a good night, stay cool.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.